The weird thing with Kingdom Hearts Goofy is that he's not just straight up dumb. He's just goofy.
Well, that's pretty indicative of his name.
There are far too many moments where Goofy is the one who suggests the most logical thing.
I mean, that's better than him just being straight up dumb.
Yeah.
I don't want a Sonic Boom's knuckle fiasco.
Oh yeah, no one is just like.
Also, what is with people's eyes? Why do they have an inner and outer ring?
I don't know. Game has not aged fantastically.
That's not how eyes look.
Yeah, it's weird because like Sora's are way more eye like. Just about everyone's are.
What did we just say?
Oh, we're talking about how Goofy's actually smart.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like if you have like a little quirk where like you're ditzy sometimes, like sure, really. You're just a straight out imbecile.
Right, like
that's not a good character.
Boom Knuckles.
Yeah.
I wonder what is at the base of this tree.
A secret cave. It looks very menacing. Sounds menacing too.
This happy music. Oh yeah, this is one of the mushrooms I need to collect. I can't collect it until I'm master.
You get sucked into that or something?
You'll see.
Don't you get sucked into that or something?
You'll see.
Doesn't Riku get sucked into that or something? Somebody gets sucked into that.
We'll get to the sucking in a bit.
Don't say it like
I will say it however I want. Ooh, I can go 3v1. Let's see how bad I lose. I'm not gonna attempt this until I win. I'll just attempt it until I get frustrated.
See, your problem is that you don't have any neutral gen, dude.
Shut up. This is just like... I have never been good at this battle. I mean, I've at least won it before, but...
Take a lesson from Sifu Top. Learn some neutral gen.
I'll do that.
So how were these structures just here?
Well, these kids didn't build them.
So they were just here.
Well, somebody built them at some point, I guess.
But they were just here?
I don't know. Someone put them there at some point.
Who?
I don't know, because the series goes back a while and shows the world, and they're still there. Ooh, what are we gonna call the raft?
The raft?
Yeah, we get to name the raft.
Epona.
Okay. Not a bad name.
Have you ever had an idea for something and then like something really popular comes out that's like basically bad?
Probably. That sounds familiar. That's kind of like how Minecraft Hunger Games was a thing, and then Battle Royales came out.
Yeah. Because I forgot like another idea for a book that I had in like middle school. I don't remember exactly when, but it was like what was it? It was basically Inside Out.
Oh really?
Yeah, I forgot the situation. I think it was something dangerous.
Here's the easy way to win this race. Skip the actual obstacles.
Yeah, but it was like he gets in a car crash and is like right before he gets in it, he realizes that he's gonna be in a car crash. So then the story is it like changes to like a bunch of people around. It wasn't supposed to be obviously like this. So these are people in his head.
It was supposed to be like an allegory.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a council kinda of a bunch of people, and they were supposed to be like symbolic of the different aspects of his personality, and then they would review his life, and they were thinking about like what to do, I guess. Was it getting in the car crash? Oh no, he was getting mugged.
Oh.
So like what it was is that the different aspects of his personality were like deciding on what to do.
That sounds interesting. Speaking of books, do you remember Pond Punkies?
No. And then I remember people talking to us about it, and then I bought the book and I never read it.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like, the school made such a big deal about, look at this cool new book. It's the future of children's books. You ever read Artemis Fowl? This is Pond Punkies, and it's like,
I never read Artemis Fowl either.
It's all right. like now thinking back on it, it's like that's really stupid. But like when I read it, I was invested in it. It's like one of the few series of books I felt compelled to like read all of. Disney's making a movie about the books now, and it's awful looking. They changed so many. So supposedly, people are saying they changed so many things about like really just like key things about characters, or like they lived under the mythical creatures lived underground or something.
Yeah.
And like the elves were a big deal, and like the elves were like secret operatives or something. And the big deal is that one of the main characters was like the first female one or something. And in the movie, there's like there's a bunch of female ones, so it's not special anymore. Just like that's kind of a important thing for a character. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm probably not going to see it anyway because I read the book so long ago that I don't care.
Have you read Fablehaven?
I haven't.
That was my jam in middle school.
What was it about?
It was about these two kids, Seth and I want to say her name was Sophia. Probably wasn't. Seth and some other girl that are brother and sister. They go on vacation. I think it was a long time ago when I read it, but they go on like summer vacation. They spend the summer with their grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandparents live on like this, I forgot what everybody thinks it is. I think it was like some sort of like summer home or like farmland or something like that. But it was it turns out that it was a reservation for mythical creatures.
Oh.
Forgot a lot of it. Kind of want to read it again, but on the other hand, they are, I'm pretty sure they're like preteen novels, so
They're probably not as good as you remember.
yeah.
That's what sucks about like reading books when you're young, is that you go back to them and you're like, wow, this is absolute garbage.
Yeah, I mean, they were really compelling when I was in 8th grade.
You know what was super like mind-blowing to me that like I still feel like probably influenced the books that I want to write,
What?
but it's totally like a teens thing. Did you ever read the Underland Chronicles?
The Underland Chronicles?
Yeah.
No.
This kid moves into some like apartment in New York with his family, and his dad just one day went missing, and no one knows where his dad is.
Mm-hmm.
And through this vent or something, or I think it was originally through a sewer. I could be misremembering. He enters this strange world with like I don't know what color people. They're like a different mythical species of people, but they're
Black people?
Shut up. They're basically just people. I thought I recalled something.
Basically just people. Black people are people, Joseph. What are you trying to say?
Shut up. Something about them being like translucent and blue or pale or something. I don't know. And they would ride around on bats. So like, you know how to Train Your Dragon makes a big deal out of dragons?
Mm-hmm.
This was like that, but like before it and with bats instead. So
Nice.
there were like bat riders, and there was some prophecy that some monster called the Bane was gonna destroy everything, and this kid is tasked after becoming friends with like the princess or something with going and killing the Bane before it grows up, and it's literally just a cute little baby mouse because there's a race of sentient rats that are the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't kill the Bane because it's a baby, and he lets it grow up, and it ends up becoming a problem, and he's like, whoops. It's I don't know,
It's like Deadpool with Hitler.
just really cool face. But what, does Deadpool get the chance to kill baby Hitler and he doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But then he goes back to his boat, so nothing happens.
Makes sense. Time to get the last ingredient that I need for the raft.
I read a lot in middle school. I should get back into it.
Yeah. I'm sure this isn't where the story starts.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Here's the mushroom. Oh.
Alright. I'll talk about some more books after this cutscene.
Yeah, because this one is semi-important. I say semi-important because in this game it's just like oh, it's the story starting, but like 10 years later, you find out that this cutscene actually has meaning.
Yeah.
10 real-time years.
Art skills on point.
It sure took him 10 years to decide to fill in her hair. And he still didn't do it.
I would be insulted.
Well, who's there?
Oh shoot. Dude, I would piss my pants if that happened to me.
Yeah, just some robed guys suddenly there.
This
Like,
world has been connected.
it's kind of terrifying.
Well,
You know
what
the
are
worst?
you talking about?
Do you sleep with your lights off?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever like
The darkness.
do you ever like
Soon
wake
to
up
be
and then
completely eclipsed.
like your brain thinks that you see somebody in the corner of the room?
Well, whoever
That's
you are,
terrifying, which is why I
stop
started
freaking
sleeping
me
with the
out like
TV
this.
on.
Huh?
That's like the
Where
worst
did
thing.
you come from?
I was just like
You do not yet know.
I was just like
what lies
focused really
beyond
hard
the
on.
door.
So you're from another world.
There is so very much to learn. You understand so little.
That
Yeah,
line gains a lot
you'll
of
see.
significance
I'm gonna get out and learn what's
over
out
time.
there.
A meaningless.
What a message to people for education.
One who knows nothing can understand.
Why bother learning? You're stupid.
If you want to learn, somebody's gonna tell you that you're stupid.
So much of the mystery involves this random door in the wall.
That's a door. There's no handle.
Yeah, there's no keyhole either. Or is there?
No, it just looks like a mirror that broke, and then they cleaned up the mirror bits.
He's looking at the door. Nothing out of the ordinary. How did he get here? Yeah, the door isn't weird though. These drawings are cool. There's like a chocobo in here somewhere.
Did you read the Ranger's Apprentice series?
No, but I feel like I've heard of it.
Dude, it was pretty good.
What was it about?
I read it in middle school too, but I thought it was good. It's about back in the good old days. It's like not a fantasy setting. There's not like any mystical elements to it, but it's like back medieval time, I guess. It's about this kid named Will, and in the town they live in, they turn a certain age, and they have to become apprentice to like a craftsman or something. So like all of their friends like are like, we gotta they like decide on who they want to be an apprentice under, and then Will can't really decide, but then he sneaks into some place, and then the ranger is like, I'll take him as my apprentice, and the rangers are basically like the police force, except they're not like, they're like they're like, you know how like in Star Wars they're like the police, and then there's like the Jedi, which are like higher up police force.
The police?
The police, yeah. They're like top tier police, and they have like the 50 states or whatever, and there's like 2 rangers per state or whatever they call them. And then there's like a bunch of conflicts that come up with that.
That sounds interesting.
I forget what they are. There were 10 books. The one I remember is they like go to some place in the north that's supposed to be like a Nordic country.
I don't like this shot.
I don't either.
I'm gonna leave it on the screen.
The 3 of us will always be together like a throuple.
Thruple.
And then Will gets captured by the Nords, and then he gets addicted to this drug that makes you feel warm because it's super cold,
Yeah.
and they make you do like really cold work.
What do you mean?
So he got addicted to this drug that makes you feel warm. That's the one thing I remember. They also go to like a Japanese country. They don't call it Japan, but it's like a Japanese country.
No, just the 2 of us.
Huh?
Just kidding.
What's gotten into you? You're the one that's changed, Kyrie.
Maybe. You know, I was a little afraid at first, but now I'm ready. No matter where I go or what I see, I know I can always come back here.
Can you though?
I mean, not if the world gets like
Of course.
What if
destroyed.
What if somebody creates a magical event that rips the world into islands?
Huh?
What if someone creates a magical event that rips the island into worlds? Or just destroys the islands?
It'll be great.
Time,
Dude, you should. That's like a pretty good premise. You should do it. Or maybe not the whole world. You should like.
Oh shoot! It's Mickey.
Sorry to rush. Stars are blanking out. What are the stars?
Each star is like a world. Someone with a key. Go find him. It's so funny too. Like anytime in this game, it's like, wow, shooting stars. It's like those worlds are dying. With Donald and Goofy have to.
Forget. Am I just stupid? Why do I keep on forgetting what we just talked about?
I don't know. Probably because we're just going stream of consciousness.
What were we talking about?
I don't. Stories.
Dear,
Stories.
what does
Oh
this
yeah.
mean?
It means we'll just have to trust the king.
So Mickey has gone to a world called Traverse Town to find a guy named. Or no, Mickey told Donald and Goofy to go to Traverse Town and find Leon. And find the guy who has the key to their survival. I wonder if it's the guy who swings around a literal key.
Of course. You
Probably.
be careful now, both of you.
Oh, and to chronicle your travels.
Man, those books
he
are well
will
modeled.
accompany you.
Yeah,
Over
good
here!
old texture books.
Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket at your service.
Jiminy Cricket is the most forgotten character in this
Your
game.
safe return.
So ridiculous.
Please.
He's in every single game. Actually, you can't go whole games without seeing him, but you can
Dude.
go most of the game without seeing him.
He's definitely not the most forgettable member.
He totally is the most forgettable character in this game.
Wait, is Organization 13 in this game?
Gosh, Jiminy, your world disappeared.
They're not introduced in this game.
Oh, well, maybe he
It was
is.
terrible. We were
Yeah,
scattered.
Organization 13 is not forgettable.
As I can see,
Okay, name their names.
the only one who made it to this
I can literally name them all in order. You're asking the wrong person.
Can you though?
Yeah, there's. Let me count. There's Zemnis, Syx, Axel,
You made a
Larxene,
video about it, so
Marluxia,
I guess you are the wrong person to ask.
Lexius, Demix, Roxas, Zaldin, Luxord, Zigbar. You go down the line.
You're just saying sounds.
Who else is there? Dang. I'm forgetting too.
Bam. Forgettable.
Shut up. It's because there's 13 of them, and I'm not counting Shion, who's the 14th.
Exactly. There's 13 of them. How are you supposed to
Oh
stand out?
shoot, Vexen, and
It's Vixen.
shut up. It's Vexen.
It's Vaxen.
Oh, who's the last one? I don't remember.
Exactly. You can't stand out if there's 13 people exactly like you.
I named 13 out of the 14 members of Organization 13.
Yeah.
So
Nobody else can.
they're super memorable because they're given more relevance over time.
Dude, the only ones I remember are like Axel, Sora, and the one dude.
It's because Axel's the best character in the whole series.
While we're in other worlds, we can't let on where we're from.
Yeah,
Huh?
Axel's the actual
We gotta
greatest.
protect the
Is he,
world
though?
border.
Yeah,
I think you're forgetting about Jiminy Cricket.
Right.
Jiminy Cricket doesn't do anything. That's
He-
what the game forgets about him.
He's a cricket.
The game is like, oh, Jiminy's always like on someone's shoulder or like in their jacket or hood, and then you just won't see him for most of the game.
I think you're forgetting about Mickey Mouse.
Dude,
He has an Organization 13 robe on sometimes. I forget why.
because he is hiding from the organization. Also, the robes just protect you from darkness.
Makes sense since they're darkness.
Yep. Well,
That sounds like an edgy 14-year-old's fanfiction.
the organization isn't darkness, though. They just take advantage of darkness. The organization is nothing.
What a weird, convoluted storyline.
There's light, darkness, and there's what's in between.
Shadow.
No, shadows is darkness.
You can't have shadow without light.
That's a very frequently quoted thing in this series.
You can have darkness without light though. Kind
Yeah.
of the point.
Because darkness is the absence of light.
I mean, wait, no, you can have light. You can have light without darkness. Wait, what was the original point that I said?
You can't have shadows without light.
Yes. You can have darkness though. Shadows are different.
Yeah. Well, light casts shadows, which creates darkness.
No.
Insightful commentary.